Hello guys. In the last section we talked about the characteristics of living organisms. One of these characteristics of living things is that they use energy from food. For organisms that ingest their food, digestion is the first step toward releasing the food's stored energy. So the first step to get the energy from the food that we have to digest the food. And this is the first system that we will discuss today, inshallah, the digestive system. It starts from mouth. When food enters your mouth, your teeth grind the food into small pieces, then it will move through esophagus here, then it will reach to the stomach. In the stomach we have different acid, we have different enzymes, and the acid, it breaks down food into small pieces. These acids and enzymes break down food into small molecules that usable for our cells. Then here that you can see liver excretes a pile that help for breaking fats, and also pancreas, it has chemicals that help in breaking down proteins, starches, and fats also. Here this is the large intestine and the small intestine. After that food that leaves this guys leaves the stomach, it will move to the small intestine. That food is absorbed in the small intestine by blood, and in the large intestine that solid material and also the food may absorb it here, and solid material it will move through the large intestine, and you get rid of this wastes through this anus. So the question here, why we need digestion? So if you look at any meal, for example guys, or if you have an apple, it's too large and your cells it's very small, so that you have to make this food that's suitable for your cells inside, so that you have to break down food into small parts that usable by the cell. So we can say digestion is a process in which ingested food is broken down into small parts that are usable by cells, Let's see the different ways for invertebrates to digest the food. Let's start with sponges. Sponges are filter feeders. They have pores inside that helps filter seawater, so the sponge can eat, breathe, and excrete waste products. See here in this layer of the sponge, they have small pores. Water will enter these pores, and then the cells inside the sponges will absorb the nutrients and oxygen from this water, and the wastes will out. This is for sponges. What about flatworms? Flatworms, they have a simple digestive system. Food enters and leaves from the same opening. They have just one opening here. As you can see, the food enters and then absorbed by different cells in the flatworms, and then the wastes that leaves from here. The wastes leave from here, from the same opening. This is for flatworms. Finally, the advanced digestive system for invertebrates, it relates to the earthworm. They have tube within tube system, and it has separate openings for ingested food and for excreted wastes. So we have here the food enters from mouth and leaves from anus. This is for earthworm. What about humans? I explained this in the first slide. So we can say it occurs in the mouth, stomach, and small intestine, absorbs the nutrients and then move into the blood. And this part, guys, is very important. The kidneys, lungs, liver, and the skin help eliminate wastes from the body as well. The kidneys, kidneys filter all of the drinks and water and juice and alcohol, anything that you drink, kidneys that filter all of this. Lungs, guys, filter the air that you breathe, because you breathe different gases, not oxygen. So lungs help to filter this air. Liver, it filters, guys, everything that you put in your mouth and you try to eat it, it will filter this food. Skin, this is by sweat. Finally, so we can define excretion as it's the removal of wastes from the body. It's the removal of wastes from the body. Think about these questions, and let's see the next video about the next system. What happens after digestion and how food converts into energy.